Have you ever imagined like a future where personal flight isn't just some sci-fi dream, but maybe a real quiet electric thing happening, right nearby?
Uh-huh. It always felt pretty far off, didn't it?
Exactly. But it sounds like a single, pretty groundbreaking event just happened that might have pushed that vision much, much closer to being real.
Oh, definitely more than just a step. I'd say it's a pivotal moment, really, for aviation. And the implications, they stretch, way beyond just popping around town. Think military logistics, too.
Right. It's bigger than just air taxis.
But bigger.
So today, that's what we're doing our deep dive. We're unpacking the story of this one flight that kind of quietly and very electrically changed the game a bit.
We're talking about an eVTOL, right? Electric vertical takeoff and landing.
Precisely, an eVTOL aircraft. We want to get into exactly what went down, why this specific flight is being called a world's first, actually several world's first, and what it really means for, well, the whole future of flying.
And it happened somewhere interesting too, didn't it?
It did. This all unfolded at the Royal International Air Tattoo, RIAT, which, for anyone who doesn't follow this stuff closely, is the world's biggest military air show. Kind of an unexpected place, maybe?
Well, that's what makes it fascinating. RIAT is usually, all about jets, military might, traditional aerospace power.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you have this forward-looking, almost commercially driven innovation taking center stage. It's not just blurring lines between civilian and defense tech.
How do you say that?
It's more like a strategic convergence. You see commercial development, which is often faster, leaner, suddenly showing how it can directly speed up military applications. And maybe the other way around, too. It really felt like this event was showing that defense innovation might actually start depending more on breakthroughs from the consumer side.
That's a really key point, that strategic convergence idea. Okay, so let's dig into the journey itself. We're focusing on Vertical Aerospace.
Right, the UK-based air mobility startup.
Yep. They just pull off this pretty unprecedented flight at RIT down in Gloucestershire, England. Their prototype, the VX4. It didn't just fly. It actually racked up several world's firsts for an eVTOL.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, for starters, it was the first piloted public flight of this kind of aircraft.
Big one.
Piloted, okay, got it. Then it was the first eVTOL flight between two actual airports navigating through public airspace.
Ah, so not just a closed test zone?
Exactly. And finally, the first time an aircraft like this landed at a public location. Not a private test pad, but, out there.
That raises a huge point about integration, doesn't it? Flying it is one thing, but fitting it into the existing world.
That's the crux of it. The flight itself was pretty substantial, too, 17 miles.
17 miles, okay.
It went from their flight test center at Cotswold Airport over to RAF Fairford. That's a Royal Air Force base, also used by the U.S. Air Force.
And it wasn't just puttering along, presumably.
No, they hit speeds of 115 miles per hour, reached about 1,800 feet altitude.
Yeah.
But like you said, the real significance wasn't just the distance or speed.
It was the navigation.
Exactly. It successfully dealt with established air traffic control, talked to the towers, basically slotted itself into the normal aviation ecosystem alongside regular planes. That hurdled the regulatory, the operational side, that's arguably just as big a deal as the engineering.
I'd agree. Proving that integration, that's the real breakthrough here. Maybe even more than the tech itself.
Yeah, showing it can actually work in the real world, interact seamlessly. It's not just a cool demo anymore.
And the VX4 itself, what are the basics on that?
It's pretty capable. It debuted last year, I think, with a decent bump, like 20% in its power-to-weight ratio.
Which is key for vertical lift, efficiency.
Fundamental for getting off the ground efficiently and carrying a decent load. It's designed for 4 passengers plus a pilot.
And the range.
Up to 100 miles on a single charge is the claim.
Okay, 100 miles, that covers a lot of regional trips.
It does. And connecting this back to the bigger picture, Vertical Aerospace, being at RIT, doing this flight, it wasn't just a publicity stunt.
No, it felt very deliberate. Their VX4 was actually the only battery electric aircraft at RIT 2025. That sends a message.
What message do you think?
That this isn't just about shuffling passengers around cities anymore. It felt like a clear signal of their intent to unlock new hybrid electric uses for defense, for logistics, maybe even special support missions.
So definitely not just about getting you to the airport faster. It almost sounds like a quiet, literally quiet revolution for how militaries might operate in the future.
Could be.
The CEO of Vertical Aerospace, Stuart Simpson, he basically said it outright. He called RIAT a global stage for advanced mission-ready tech and said they were proud to show how electric aviation will support the future of defense. He even specifically mentioned their hybrid electric roadmap, unlocking new military capabilities.
See, that hints at the tactical side. Think about the advantages of an eVTOL being relatively quiet.
For covert missions, maybe? Or getting troops in quickly without a huge noise signature?
Precisely. That quiet operation is a massive differentiator, especially for defense or special ops where, stealth and a low acoustic footprint are critical.
Makes sense.
But let's not get totally focused on just the military side, even though it was at RIT. The same capability, that quiet vertical lift, it opens doors everywhere.
Like what?
Critical medical logistics, getting things into congested cities fast, rapid disaster response, getting aid or personnel where roads are blocked, even moving high-value cargo quickly over tricky terrain.
Right, the applications spread out quite a bit.
Definitely. And this specific flight, the one people actually saw at RAT, those thousands of UK aircraft fans, it wasn't just a cool sight. It was a real practical demonstration of how an eVTOL could mesh with real-world airport operations. That builds momentum, crucial momentum, towards getting these things certified and flying regularly.
Okay, so bringing it all together, what does this mean for us for the future? This isn't just one company's successful test flight in a niche corner of aviation.
No, not at all.
Especially when you look around, the list of companies seriously working on eVTOLs feels like it's growing every day. You've got Archer, Beta, EHang, Joby, Xpeng, loads of them pushing hard.
It's a crowded field, getting more so.
So this journey by Vertical Aerospace at RIAT, it seems to reinforce a pretty clear message about where at least regional travel is heading, doesn't it?
It certainly seems to. I mean, think about it. First time an eVTOL flies between two airports, through public airspace, lands at a public working location. That's a huge milestone. It pulls the whole idea out of the futuristic concept box.
It puts it firmly into
tangible, demonstrable reality.
And it really, really suggests that the future of regional point-to-point travel, well, certainly looks like it's going to be vertical and electric.
It feels much less like a distant dream now, doesn't it? We're actively seeing the pieces fall into place.
Right here, right now.
Which, I suppose, leads to a question for you listening right now. When you consider everything we've talked about, the military potential, the logistics, the disaster response, and then you see this whole crowd of manufacturers racing ahead.
Archer, Beta, Joby.
Right. What does this specific flight by Vertical Aerospace, and really the whole eVTOL movement it represents, what does it suggest to you about how we might navigate our world, not just personally, getting from A to B, but globally too? Say, in the next 10 years.
No.
What are the ripple effects going to be? Something to think about.